Hey, fellow content creators, Catherine Gillette here, creator of the Hero Method. I'm about to react to some web content, and I'm not supporting or criticizing any product or company. I'm simply using what's out there to help illustrate the do's and don'ts of creating compelling content. So let's get started. Let's take a look, see what we see here. So I'm liking the friendliness of the look and feel here. This is a solution called a Pointlet, and it is an online scheduling system. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. But that's what they're doing here. So what the audience is wanting is something that's easy. And so it's very easy to say that it's easy, but you want to walk that talk. So this gives you that feeling. I also like the get started for free here and the no credit card required, because what that's doing is that's saying this is very easy to get started, and it's risk free, or it reduces the risk. So those are really great. I like that. Let's take a look. This is an interesting thing. I'm noticing this in websites. There's kind of a design trend of just throwing up logos of companies here. I'm assuming that means that they're customers of these companies, but I don't know. They're not saying it, but I'm assuming that. But I'm seeing that in websites. I'm not sure that I recommend it. So then we get to this, the quick to set up and even easier to share. So that's nice. I'm not sure about the share. Am I concerned about sharing? Quick to set up, great. That's a great message, because that's what I'm looking for, right? That's what somebody who's coming to the site is wanting something easy to set up. I'm not sure easier to share. I guess to make it easier, to get more word out that folks can easily set up appointments with me. Not sure. Anyway, that wouldn't be the phrase I would use. That's not, ooh, I'm looking for an online scheduler that's easier to share. That's not the phrase I would use. Really important. Talk to your audience. What words do they use to talk about this stuff? Then we have the 1, 2, and 3, but I'm not exactly sure what the 1, 2, and 3 is. I see that it's talking about steps 1, 2, and 3, right? Set your availability, share your booking link, and thanks for booking. We'll talk more about that later. Okay, so that's the do's. That's what I like. So the don'ts, the image on the right, again, notice this happens all the time. This is a recurring theme with my reviews of websites, is designers are liking to put the headlines and content on the left and the design on the right. It actually needs to be the flip, because we look at the image on the right first. Close your eyes, open your eyes, you go here, right? That's where your eye goes. Then it's very hard for your eye to go over here. It's just how the brain works, because we read left to right, we go here, and then we want to keep going. And so that means we miss. It's very important, the very important real estate here, which is the headline and the subhead, or the really brief paragraph underneath it. Then you miss the get started for free, and the no credit. Miss that. If you by flip it, more people are going to actually read this. Flow through your daily meetings. That's way not what I'm looking for. To me, that's saying flow through your daily meetings. Oh, I think I'm in the wrong place, because this is something that's helping my meetings be organized or something like that. I don't know what that means in relation to setting appointments. I'm in danger. You're in danger of confusing your audience and making it feel like, oh, I'm not in the right place. Let's see. Then it says Appointment makes online scheduling simple so you can stay focused at work, because booking a time shouldn't be difficult. I think, so stay focused at work. I don't think that's important. I like because booking a time shouldn't be difficult. That's an important phrase for me. Simple online scheduling. It feels like there's more of a headline in the subhead than there is here. I think that maybe there's a messaging problem there, that there's actually more oomph down here than there is up here. So that's my don't. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this one, the don't is that 1, 2, and 3. I'm not clear what I'm looking at. Real simple solution would be step 1, step 2, step 3. Literally make things as clear as possible. Okay, so the don't is this is too much information. Although I like this. As we go down, this is a very common mistake. There's too much information. Can you feel your stomach kind of turning a little bit as I scroll down? Too much information. Oh boy, too much information. I'm the sense of overwhelm. Whereas if you go here, just good, we're going back to the top. This is not, you know, you feel, oh, that's nice. And this is really easy. Cool, I got it. Now, what might be interesting here is to dive into these steps or something like that. Dive into here. Let me dive into the site the way I want to. But yes, this message. So this is one of my pet peeves. So we've got testimonials here. Try to read one of these testimonials. They move it too fast. If you're going to do this, make sure the scroller is set that people could actually read them, because that's gonna, that's gonna be irritating. Before I share my top 3 recommendations, be sure to hit those like and follow and subscribe. Just smash all those buttons. It's the best way to support me. And be sure to share your comments and questions. I always love to connect with you there. So, in summary, my recommendations are, first of all, flipping the image here. The image goes on the left. I think the image is fine. The image is really nice, it's fun, it's friendly, and yet it tells, it's telling the story of what the solution is doing. I like it a lot. Move it over here, content over here. I would absolutely change the messaging here, flow through your daily meetings. This is the most important real estate on your website, is this first bit of content as your headline. And you need to make sure it's really speaking to what your audience is wanting and needing and yearning for. So that needs to change. I would keep the get started for free and the no credit card required. Let's just see, I'm just curious what happens when we go there. Okay, this is perfectly reasonable. Get started for free, just asking for my first and last name and my email. That's perfectly fine. As if I'm ready to get started for free, let's go. Also, there's a start free here. It might work better as a free trial. That would be worth testing. A free trial might be worth testing rather than get started for free. But that's where all these things are always worth testing. Now here, what I do really like very much is that they're not using screenshots. I'm a big anti-screenshot person because screenshots are too easy to be confusing to your audience. I know that makes perfect sense to you. The screenshot seems obvious to you. It's your screenshot. You know it really well, but the audience doesn't. And there's a lot going on in any given screenshot. So a lot of context is needed to understand it, and you can't do that in just an image. So I really like that they've done, a calendar-y looking thing. Set your availability. Set your availability, define your schedule, connect your calendar. This is all very customer-oriented. I like that very much. And it's really simple. You don't have to say anything more than this. It's very simple. That's all I need to know right now. All I need to know landing on your homepage is, am I in the right place? Do I believe you can give me what I want? And so that's what you need to answer, and you need to do it in a way that creates an emotional connection with your audience. Sharing too much information is exactly the way to get folks to go, oh, I'm feeling overwhelmed. They don't know they're feeling overwhelmed, but they're feeling overwhelmed, they're feeling confused, and they just want to go do something else. Then share your scheduling link, right? Share your booking page. That's great. Wonderful. That's one of the things I want to do. Make it easy. And then watch the bookings fly in. That's fine. That's fine. Step 1, 2, 3, right? It's my experience of their solution. Not, hey, we got this, that, and the other thing. This is what, the solution as it will affect you. I like that. Appointlet delivers exceptional service to companies all around the world. I might have put that up here, right? Because it puts that in context, if in fact those logos are about them. But what I would do, rather than this testimonial that kind of makes you dizzy, is move this up. Because this is this authority piece, right? Do these people know what they're talking about? And so that, I would move that up farther up here. I might even replace this and move that up here, somewhere up to the top. To quickly sum up recommendations about the effect that this content as it is has on the audience. They're risking losing even initial engagement on their site with this messaging because it's not speaking to the audience. So they're risking losing even initial engagement. And in terms of response, it might do better with a free trial rather than get started for free. It's easier to start a trial than set up an account kind of a feeling. So they might be losing some response there. And in terms of the relationship longevity, I think this whole feel, I think they're in the right direction in terms of what they're doing, in terms of their feel. The fluffy clouds and all, it's very nice. It's a very nice, friendly feeling, which is what you want to create. That first impression is so important for long-term longevity. It really, truly is. It's been proven over and over again to be very important. That first impression makes all the difference for the long-term relationship. And so they're continuing that with this more friendly approach and customer-centric messaging here, which is great. But then they kind of lose it using stuff here that starts to feel more too much information, as they're going on the site. So I would absolutely not. They're going to be losing folks at this point, especially at this point, right? Just too much information. So they're risking losing folks instead of engaging them. Well, that's it for today. I appreciate it that you're still with me, and I appreciate you. Until next time, keep saying yes to the adventure.